Unitarian Universalists have a tradition of celebrating water communion. And it is always usually in the fall. It is usually in the fall, and it is common practice among Unitarian Universalist churches to take a month or two off in the summer because some people travel. But anyway, it's a respite for the congregation, especially generous to smaller congregations where everybody is involved with many tasks during the day, during the year, running the church. And it's a bit of a respite to take a month or two off. We took a month off, the month of July. And then water communion is when we come together and we all bring a little bit of water with us, either from our travels or from our staycation. Maybe it's from the tap water. Did you know, by the way, that 7 people out of 10 in this world do not have access to clean drinking water? That is, I did not know that that's how severe the situation is around the world. So it's 7 out of 10 people don't have access to clean drinking water. So the very fact that we can just turn on our tap and put a glass underneath that water and then put it to our mouth and drink it is a miracle in itself. It's no small matter. So some just bring tap water. And usually when we are here together in church, we have a big bowl. And that big bowl already has water from years previous. And then there's a microphone by that bowl. And people come and contribute their water to the big bowl and then share in a few words why this water is significant to them. And we usually encourage people to share what inspired them to bring that particular water from that particular place. Have they had some sort of insight that elevated their level of consciousness, perhaps? Did they have a moment of inspiration that is worth sharing with the rest of us? So usually we're not as interested, we're very interested in the travels and the adventures that our congregants have. However, we are even more interested in the experience that they would like to share with us. However, we are online today. So a little bit later in this service, we will be playing to you a little video collage that our own Miriam assembled, where you will see. I don't want to give it all away. We will play it, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. I really enjoyed watching it, and I'm grateful to Miriam for taking the time to put it together with such love and care. So yesterday was the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. My guess is you know exactly where you were when it happened. I know exactly where I was when it happened. I still remember how I felt. What a tragedy. And of course, we don't forget. Of course, we hold in our hearts the survivors of this tragedy. And it is always a reminder how connected we are. Why else would we care that somebody died somewhere? The reality is that on this planet, all forms of life are completely interconnected. And there is a duality that we are dealing with. And that is that in shape, in form, when we meet each other, we are aware that we inhabit different bodies. We are aware that we don't share the same thoughts. We don't share the same feelings. So on the surface, It is the difference that we are first exposed to. And it takes a sense of awareness, an awakening, a deepening of consciousness or an awakening of consciousness to realize that beyond these surface differences, we are all interconnected, that we are all one. There is this oneness at the heart of it all, that our fates are actually connected. And occasionally, we are reminded by our interconnectedness globally. And most often, it is a tragedy that reminds us. And 9/11 was such a tragedy. It was evil that had been done and which was followed by a beautiful global compassion. Really, people around the globe came together and we all were just so aware of how one we are. And then life goes on and we once again see the surface and we forget that we are interconnected. And then there's climate change to remind us that we are interconnected. And just most recently, of course, there is this virus called COVID-19 to remind us how interconnected we are. And that in fact, my choices over here impact you over there. If I take the vaccine, if I don't take the vaccine, it will impact you as well, not just me. Our fates are interconnected. 70% of our planet is water. Right about that amount, right about that percentage, is also true for our own bodies. It is water. That connects us as well. We are connected on so many levels. It is only our awareness that goes in and out. Now, our choices matter. How we live on this planet matter. So I hope that we spend time meditating on, thinking about this interconnectedness of ours, and allow that awakening and that awareness to inform our everyday choices, how we impact each other, our nuclear family, our extended family, our community, extended community, global community. And do not limit our awareness to just human life form, but to all life form, for we are all interconnected. So how do we show up with compassion, kindness, respect? How would that translate into our words, into our actions? And then how would that manifest in the world that we are creating? We are creating all the time. So what if we create out of awareness, not just on autopilot, but on awareness? This service is dedicated to reminding us of our oneness, to reminding us of all the ways that we are interconnected, water being the driving force of it. Water, which is so important. Water, which is the force of life, without which life is just impossible. We see how climate change is impacting our planet. There, it appears that on the West Coast, it just doesn't rain anymore. On the East Coast, we have floods that we've never seen before. In recorded history, we have no likes. Things are changing. Water is reminding us that we are interconnected. Steve, will you please play the video?
Wake up to the patter of a humid rain at dawn, wondering what the future holds, trying to make life matter, seeing where my time is gone. One more day of watching troubled souls slip away. Slip away to a kinder yesterday. Joy is where you find it, no mystery lies behind it. Find a path to follow for today and just slip away. Open up my doors to the usual morning chores. Take a shower and feed the dog. It's normal life, of course, drawing courage from the source. Life's routine's just blowing away the fog. Slip away kinder yesterday. Joy is where you find it, no mystery lies behind it. Find a path to follow for today and just slip away. Time running through my troubled mind. Blinded by the fear of being left behind. Left behind. I see the dark clouds parting through the window of my mind. Sunshine breaking through the sky. I stretch and check the time, feeling good with what I find. Moving on to sing the blues goodbye. Slip away to a peaceful new tomorrow. Slip away to a kinder yesterday. Joy is where you find it, no mystery lies behind it. Find a path to follow for today and just slip away. Joy is where you find it, no mystery lies behind it. Find a path to follow for today and just slip away.
Watching this video, of course, I'm reminded by what this community is tied together by, and that's love. It's love that flows through all of us. And it's been so good to see these faces because, of course, we are still online. We haven't returned yet to our physical building, and we so seldomly get to lay eyes on each other. And technology, blessed be, you know, when we use it right, it connects us, it warms the cockles of our heart. It's a good feeling. So there's this love that flows through our community. And it is this love, by the way, that is also pulsing through all of humanity. And sometimes we're more aware of it than others, but we can always dig deep because there is this mystery to life. And contemplating on that mystery, seeking the mystery, loving the mystery, inspires us and helps us to realize the common, the connection, the power of it, that which is undeniable, and that which needs to inform our beingness. I would like to share a poem by Mary Oliver. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean the one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand. Who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down? Who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes? Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Step into the mystery. Marvel at life's beautiful creation. Love every bit of it. Life isn't good and isn't bad. It just is. We are meaning-making machines. So if we are capable of making terrible meaning, then we are capable of making wonderful meaning as well. So may we be the ones who step into the mystery, who make life into wonder, make it possible for us and for generations to come, and allow the generations to also be present to this wonder, the mystery, the connection, the all of it, the gift of it. And so it is.